Now, I know the game just came out already. The game itself is fine, I guess. It's not as good as the first one. Definitely has a lower budget than the first one. But I think the game is still pretty good. It takes the good aspects from Help Wanted 1 and puts it into Help Wanted 2. So I think it's okay, I guess. Anyway, talking about the merchandise. Now, I'm mainly going to talk about the Funko stuff because, but I'll talk about some other companies maybe in a minute. So, what could we be seeing from this wave if we're getting a wave? Kind of, we might not get a wave, but considering Help Wanted 1 got a wave, it's maybe likely. Now, I think if we were to get a wave, there's probably around 4 characters they could make for the wave. There's 4 characters they could make for the wave, being Mystic Hippo, Jacko's Sun or Moon, whatever it's called. I'm saying Jacko Moon. Jacko Moon and Carney. And a 4th one, I'm not sure what a 4th one could be, but they're likely to fill up a 4th spot. Maybe they'll do what they did with the Cursed Dripper wave, where they just added a character that hasn't been previously made. So maybe they could do like an updated Vanny potentially. Or like a staff bot, because they are quite integral. But it's more likely going to be that maybe for the DLC that comes out, they make them from the DLC, because the game's probably like to get a DLC. So in the wave, there'll likely be, there'll be figures, plushes, probably pops, considering that they like doing pops based off the waves now. The main topic is when is it going to come out, this Funko wave? And it really depends, because Help Wanted 2 might not get stuff till maybe late 2025. It may seem like a long time to wait, but looking at the first game, the Curse of Dreadbear wave came out in the summer of 2021, and the DLC came out in around late 2019, which is around a 2-year wait for the wave, which is not great, I'm aware. But then again, Ruin wave's coming out next summer, I think, which is only about a year wait between the release. But it could come out earlier, maybe April or February even. But it's very likely to be in the summer for the Ruin wave, which is only about a year. So it really depends whether they're going to wait ages, or maybe if there's a DLC that comes out of Help Wanted 2, they'll do it based off the DLC and add some of the characters from the base game like they did with the Curse of Dreadbear wave. But I think there is enough in the base game for them to make an entire wave off. With Help Wanted 1, that wasn't the case. There's only like Glitch Trap, which is the only new character for that game, I'm pretty sure. And like Shadow Mangle as well, but I don't think, that's kind of weird. Now, talking about other companies, because obviously when I did the FNAF movie video, I completely forgot that other companies could do stuff. But then again, Blumhouse, and that's a whole different thing. But the games are they're different to the movies. They can make it's easier making merch based off the games than it is the movies, probably, because like Blumhouse and that. So let's think about other companies. So that's U2's. Now, if we're going to get a Help Wanted 2 wave, it's probably going to be U2's first that make them. Then it'll be Funko. So we might have to wait maybe at least 2 years till we get a Help Wanted 2 wave. So U2's are probably likely to make a wave based on it. Maybe they'll have like Carney, Jacko Moon, like Mystic Hippo, and then maybe they'll get some other characters. But it's very likely that YouTube will be the first merch company to make stuff off the game. I think if they decide to make stuff off the game, which they probably will, shouldn't their track history of making stuff. But then a Curse of Dreadbear wave is coming out, I think later this week or month, I'm not sure. And that way will probably not sell well, so that might detract them from making Help Wanted 2 wave, but I think we're going to at least get a Jacko Moon figure, because that'll be the top seller. And I said, if Funko are going to make stuff based off the game, they'll make Jacko Moon, and that'll be it, like, if they're only going to do one thing based off the game. But yeah, for YouTubers, I could easily see them making maybe, they'll do like a 4 or 5 figure set, and then they'll release some plushes, like there is like a Jacko Moon plush, like a Carney plush, stuff like that, just to kind of, that'll be all that they do. Now, another company is Hex. Hex is a bit of a weird situation where they don't make stuff, like, they're still on, like, they've just, like, finished up FNAF 2, like, in their line. Like, I think Mango's the final FNAF 2 character they're doing. Actually, besides the Wizards that come out in January. So, they've just finished doing FNAF 2, and they're moving on to FNAF 3 and maybe Sister Location, I'm pretty sure, next year. So, it is going to take us a few years to get to Help Wanted 2. But I feel like maybe they'll do kind of what FNAF AR did, where they skip. Maybe next Halloween they'll do like a Jacko Bonnie, Jacko Chica, Jacko Moon drop. Maybe potentially next October. That's what FNAF AR did. FNAF AR did. They already did the Jacko animatronic before they did even any of the FNAF 4 characters, because it was a Halloween event. But yeah, I think that's about it really. I'm not sure there's any other companies that like just slipped my mind. But overall, if Funko are going to make stuff, it'll be in like 2 years. If Uzi's are going to make stuff, it'll probably be in like a year, or maybe like a few months, really depends. And if Hex are going to make it, Hex are going to make it in like 3 or 4 years probably. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, thanks for the amazing support on my last video. It's got like 4K views, that's fucking mental. Night 2 will be out next week maybe, or by the end of the year, I don't know, I really don't know. Anyway, Skibbity, I don't know, Skibbity toilet.
You say Grandma Brownie's chocolate chunker wonker bunkers now with even bigger chunks of chocolate chunks, then I'm gonna say Grandma Brownie's chocolate chunker wonker bunkers now with even bigger chunks of chocolate chunks, and then you're gonna say, did you just say Grandma Brownie's chocolate chunker wonker bunkers? Did you just say Grandma Brownie's chocolate chunker wonker bunkers now with even bigger chunks of chocolate chunks?